Hey guys, today I want to talk about a little bit about the LSI and the most overlooked part of the LSI, and that is the water temperature. When we came into winter, I did a little video on that you need to get the levels up because now the water is going to get colder, so we got to get the levels up. Every 15 degrees of water temperature is going to affect the LSI by 1 point. Okay, so now we're coming back up to warmer weather. We were at 53 degrees in the wintertime in the water. So levels had to come up so you weren't corrosive. Now we're coming up to 80, maybe 85 in the summer, sometimes 90 degrees, depending on the people have solar covers or not. Now those levels have to come back down again. Now, adjusting that alkalinity back down is pretty much has to go with how much conditioner you have in the pool too. Another reason why, guys, you got to get off those tabs, man. You cannot have high conditioner in the pools. You have high conditioner in the pool, that means you have to keep your alkalinity up to, depending on the length, let's say 200, 300 conditioner. Alkalinity needs to be 150, 200 to not have a corrosive pool, to have a normal reading. I'll go over that in a little bit, but for me and my pools, I have a 60 to 70 CYA levels in my pools. You can go down to 50 on a pool with a salt system because you're generating chlorine every single day. And it takes 10 ppm of conditioner to hold on to 1 ppm of chlorine, okay? So in my pools, I can go down to a 90 alkalinity. That is it. I can't go beyond that with the 60 or a 70 conditioner. Now, the way to figure this out is, you know, in the book they say take a third of your conditioner, subtract it from your, I don't know, that bullshit, okay? Here's an easier way to do this. I don't know why they do it that way, but this is an easier way to do it. A 0.33 is the factor of a 7.6, okay? That's pretty much right there in the ballpark. That's the number we're gonna use. So if I have a 90 alkalinity, okay, 90 alkalinity, subtract a 60 CYA, so let's subtract the 60 CYA, times a 0.33, which is 7.6, times 0.33, that gives me a carbonate alkalinity of 70. Okay, so I'm good right there, no problems. Now, if I have a 70 CYA, let's go 90 again, subtract my 70 conditioner, times a 0.33, that gives me a 66.9 on the carbonate alkalinity, and that's still pretty good. You know, 60 is bare minimum they want you to go. So, and again, if you have a 60 bare minimum alkalinity, and if your pH is 7.7, 7.6, 7.8, you know, that's fine. As long because the temperature is up there at 80 degrees, you got a calcium hardness at 350 and above, and things like that, and you're good. Okay, now on the flip side of this, now let's take a pool with a tab that's been in these pools. Okay, now my conditioner is 300 or 250. Okay, say if I leave my alkalinity at 90, so let's go 90, subtract a say a 250 on the CYA times a 0.33, that is a 7.5 carbonate alkalinity. Major damage going on right there. Okay, so let's see, what do I have to be? Let's see, let's go 150 alkalinity, subtract the 250 conditioner, times a 0.33. That gives me a 67 carbonate alkalinity, and that's pushing it right there. That's, you know, it's okay, but it's pushing it. 100, that's 150. So you got to get about 180 alkalinity when you have a 250 CYA in that pool to not have a corrosive pool, and that's why a lot of these pools have problems, again, because of that reason. So back to the temperature. Every 15 degrees is going to affect the LSI by 1 point. So again, summertime, levels come down, okay? Because now we have to allow for that 75, 80, 85, 90 degree water, and even the spas, 104 degrees, we have to allow for that. Wintertime, levels have to come up because water is going to be colder. So that's basically about it, guys. Just make sure, but the guys that use the high CYA, you don't think you can just take your alkalinity down to 90 and be safe. You have to do the math that I showed you here and find out what your carbon and alkalinity is, and then don't go beyond, I don't know, say 65. And 60 is what the minimum is, but 65, 70 in that area there. And that's what you're going to have to do. You got a 250 CYA, you're going to have to adjust your alkalinity to get down to about a 70 and find out what you have to be at to be at a 70 carbonate alkalinity with that high CYA. And you don't really want that high CYA. You guys got to start draining these pools that have high conditioners in them, because you're just battling yourself, man. I don't know why you do it. Everything's got to be so out of whack that you're not going to have a good pool. So I don't know why you guys use these tabs. They need to get rid of them, and only use them on vacations, like for homeowners. If they go on vacations, stop some tabs in there. If your customer's going to have a party that day, tabs in there, pull them out when you're done with the party, and things like that. That's it, man. You guys got to get off these tabs, and that's it. So anyways, all right, guys, that's how that works. Oh, and also, had a question about an infinity pools, these infinity pools, spas, whatever. Okay, and it's still scaling up, even though I have a low calcium hardness reading and my numbers are good. Why am I still scaling up? Okay, well, you guys have to remember, when that water comes over the edge and you got the sun beating on that tile and that water coming down, that is major scale form right there, because of, again, every 15 degrees, okay? So if you're already at a 0.3 on the LSI or 0.2 on the LSI at a certain temperature, now when that water comes over that edge and that sun just beating down on that hot tile, it's going to be scale, and there's nothing you can do about that. Wipe the tile down all the time with maybe a product or something, but you know what? It's not gonna, you're gonna always have problems with that, and they're gonna have to get people out there to precision tile cleaning and just clean that every now and then. I don't know of a way you can clean except for like getting tile cleaner or whatever and just cleaning it all the time. You're not going to be able to control that. You can't control the sun blastering down on that tile and heating the hell out of that tile, and then that water's hot too, and you're going to get scale. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, guys, that's it. Later.